Start
Hello.
recording. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Hi, Jeffrey. Good morning. It's evening for you, I expect.
it's 10:30 p.m. It's
Oh,
nighttime.
night. Okay.
Yeah.
You're from East Coast or West, Jeffrey?
I'm 1 hour off East Coast. I'm Central Time.
Or you're in Texas in the central area?
I'm
Texas or
yeah. I'm in Tennessee.
Tennessee? Okay. Tennessee close to Georgia.
It's about 5 hours.
Yeah.
Australia. Okay, so guys, my lab is prepared now. It's BR1. Let me log in. Okay, so I think everyone have joined, or we have to wait for a few people to join in. Okay, let me text in the group. Okay, Prashant is coming in. Okay, so let's start. I think we have good numbers now. So yesterday we were just learning about that how to create the users in the environment. So only I got to know that only global administrator who is having the global administrator access can create the users if it is coming to create creation of the users in intra ID. So I'll be just showing you guys that how Azure AD connector works with Intune. Yesterday the credentials were not working for me, got fixed today. So I'm signing into the Azure portal. So what we are going to learn that creation of the users by using Microsoft Intra Admin Center. So I have logged into Microsoft Intra Admin Center. I need to authenticate as well. Please admit if anyone is waiting in the lobby. Okay, it's logged in. So whatever the users that we are going to create here, so we have to just differentiate it. I think there will be a lot of questions regarding it. So whatever the users we are going to create, we are going to create on the cloud platform. This is the Intra ID is a cloud platform. Intune is a cloud platform. But to sync the users with the current services of uh, of the organization, we should sync those users with the on-premise servers. So here, as you can read that, we have to take the note that users already exist as member of the Microsoft Intra ID. Microsoft Intra ID means users exist on the cloud. The on-premise sync.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think you have to share the screen.
Okay, sorry. Share it. Okay, I hope it is visible to you guys now. Is it visible to everyone?
Yeah, for me it should be.
Okay, good. So I have logged into Microsoft Intra portal that is called intra.microsoft.com. And then what we are going to proceed here, we will be creating the users here, new users. And the main thing that we have to understand that we are going to create the users on the cloud platform. Intra ID is a cloud platform. So all the users should be syncing with the on-premise. Okay, so what we will be doing, we will be establishing the on-premise sync uh, post creation of the users in Entra ID. So these are the steps that we have to follow to create the users in Entra ID. We will go to users, Entra ID users. Okay, and then create new user. I'm the global administrator, that is why I'm able to do it. User principal name, it's already given here. Reap. Okay. Display name, it's typed in. And then password, we will remove auto generated password, and password we will make it as this one. We have to remember that this is the password. Review and create. Okay, the user is created, we can verify it. The user is created here, and now we are proceeding ahead. Bifurcation of the department for the user. So from here only we set up the department. I think we already have gone through it yesterday. Edit properties. So first name we have to keep it as admin. Last name we have to keep it as read. User type is going to stay as member. So the member user type is a default user type. This user type is used for most users in an organization. Usually when we are creating any new user, so we consider them as a member and not as a guest. So what are the conditions where we do create the users as guest? So if there is any project that is going on, like there is some other vendor or some other organization is coming up and doing training or doing any workshop in your organization, and you have to give them the identities so that they can manage the organization related activities. So that is why it's been done. The user type is set up as member or a guest. Proceeding ahead, We will define the job title also, and why we do define the job title. There is a reason. You will guys will be understanding that why we are doing it. So the main reason is that so that we can bifurcate the users when we are creating any dynamic group. Is anyone knows that what is the difference between dynamic group and static group? Guys,
A
anyone?
static a static group, you have to manually add or import the devices or users to the group. A dynamic group, you're using like a specific ID, such as the location or job title, where it
Mhm.
will pull those that attribute and will automatically add that device or user to a security group.
Okay, okay, good. Thank you. So, you are right, Jeffrey. We create the users, and when we are assigning any static group, so we have to do it manually, or the bulk operation usually also we do if there is a lot of members to import the user or a device for a particular group. And what is the dynamic group? We set the dynamic rule as per the department or as per the job title or as per some requirement that if that particular device or user is fulfilling, they'll be the part of that particular group. So that is why we do this. And now moving ahead, we will be putting the users location for the users. So this is also very important. Okay, users location we are going to keep as United States. Okay, so another user also we have to create. So can anyone guide me that how we are going to create another user? Anyone? I hope it is easy. That is why no one is volunteering to create the new user. Okay, so we are creating so that we can do the testing. Let me do it quickly. Password. Solution instant. And now we will search robotics. So mostly it's the part of Azure AD. in the organizations, usually Azure AD team does this, but for the testing purpose, we have to prepare the environment. That is why we are doing it. So, has anyone worked in Azure team before? Worked on any of the Azure tasks, Azure AD?
I have done some of the identity work with it.
Okay. Good. Okay, this is done. Now proceeding ahead, we will be learning that how to create the user from PowerShell. Yesterday we were trying to do it, but it wasn't working properly. So we will try to do it again today. Let me open a new tab. Where we will open this file. So this is important to be downloaded. The PowerShell 7.5 to Windows 64-bit so that we can do the setup of the things. So we are going to establish first of all the installer close without launching PowerShell Windows bar. Type PWS, right click. So this is the method to open it. PowerShell Windows, type following command Y post typing this command. So we will be just downloading the module first. Okay, PowerShell 7 it is here. So let's type in this to download the module. Excuse me. Y. If anybody have any doubt in between, please do ask your questions. Meanwhile, it is downloading. I will cover one topic. Okay, you guys are able to see my screen at moment. Anyone can acknowledge, please.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
So I was going to talk about that how to manage and secure the identities in Intune. It is very important part. So in the cloud technologies, when the cloud technologies start, the main agenda was that how to secure the identities of the organization. Identity means and the data, the information of the organization. So for securing that, we started creating the group and we started managing account membership, authorizing and authenticating the access for the resources. So these things, the authentication method, why we do it. So there is a reason behind that. To manage and secure the identities of the organization, we do that. There might be questions that interviewers or people those who are doing the OJT with you, they can ask that why we uh, manage and secure the identities. What is the main agenda behind it? So we can answer them mentioning that the to just secure the organization policies, organization identities, information, data, we do so, and in the cloud mode, it is very risky. That is why we have to be very vigilant and very active to secure the things, secure the environment. So another topic was managing and securing the devices. So identities means users, user IDs and their information, and devices means devices, whatever the devices we are going to manage via the cloud platform. So configuring features built in device like enabling Bluetooth, preventing automatic connections to Wi-Fi hotspot. So these are the management methods that we do follow to secure the devices, and then creating compliance rules. We set the compliance rules for the device. So what are the compliance rules that we do set? So let's take an example. We have a one new device with you, means it has vanilla image. Do you understand what is the vanilla image? Anybody? So guys, anyone knows what is the vanilla image?
No, Vipin.
Okay, so let me explain about the vanilla image. Vanilla image means a device which is having a fresh image of Windows. It is not having any organization image. The device is not even joined or registered with any of the tenant. Tenant means any of the organization. It is not being managed by anyone. It is the vanilla image in the device. So if there is a vanilla image in the device, you want to enroll that device. So there are three methods which I was talking about yesterday. Those three methods, first method is registration. So we do register the device, means as soon as you want to access some company resource from your vanilla image device which is not enrolled with any of the organization. So what we do, we go to the work or school account and we do the registration of the device. I will show you from where we usually do it. So this is access work or school account. So to manage any of the device with the organization, what we do, we do create the account and we log in with that particular work or school account so that the device is joined. When once you will put your email address here and try to proceed with the login, and so what you will see, I have already one credential ready that we were testing yesterday in tune.microsoft.com. Which one it was? Yeah, this one. Let me show you the live example that how devices appear once we do the registration. Meanwhile, the lab is getting set up in the background. Okay. Guys, please be active so that you can understand that how enrollment works actually. So I will just keep any of the user, just take any of the user from here. Let's take Alex Viver. I will take his account. I know the password. What I will do, I will put in here login. So you can see that it's showing as registering your device. Registering means the device will appear in Intune, but it won't be able to manage it. Means we won't be able to manage it. Manage it in the sense we cannot deploy any policy, we cannot deploy any application to it, or we cannot delete or we cannot do any restriction on the device. So account is added to this device. You now have access to organization apps and services. If this is shared device, make sure remove your information when finished. So I'll be talking about the shared device also. So Alex is added in here, and now we are going to see if that particular device is visible under Alex name. So how to see the devices enrolled under any of the user? We have to go to the devices. See, this device is visible here now. So we have only registered the device at the moment. Okay, so guys, we understood that how registration of the devices works with Intune.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the first part. So there are three types of registration which I have told you. Guys can make the notes if you want to make the notes. First one is registered, second one is joined, third one is hybrid. So now we are going to see that how joining of the devices works. You can see the joint type also here, Microsoft intra registered. So it is intra registered, means it is only registered to the cloud. We cannot manage it. It is not on the on premise, means the things or the application or any of the things which we are deploying from here in Intune, we cannot do that. We can just see the device and its status. We cannot manage it. See, manage button is graded out. Once I will join this device, you will be seeing that the manage button is visible. So first of all, we will remove the device. I'm disconnecting this account. Okay, it's disconnected. Let's refresh it. See, the device is gone now. Now the another method of registration, we are going to proceed with it. That is joining of the device. So we have to be very vigilant that if any of we are doing the setup for the user for a new device, then we should not have to put the email address here because it will only register it. If we want to manage everything from Intune for that particular device, then what we have to do, we have to choose the alternate action, that is join the device to Microsoft. So here it directly says that join the device to Microsoft Intra ID, and another option is join this device to a local active directory domain. Local active directory domain means it will directly join to the domain, and we call it hybrid registration. So what we are going to proceed with it, that join the device to Microsoft Intra ID. We clicked on it, we'll put the credentials. Now you will see the magic. See, it is asking now if you continue, system policies might be turned on or other changes might be made to your PC. Is this the right organization? It takes the confirmation from you once you are going to try to join any of the device with your organization. So it's taking a user type administrator because I yesterday I assigned that RBAC rule. So that is why it's showing that user is administrator. Okay, joining. It will take some time. The same thing we were going to learn here as well in the lab. Okay, it's completed. So we are going to proceed with the next step here until unless that is working in the background. We are connecting the MZ graph, work or school account, continue. So we will be adding the we'll putting the admin account to connect the Microsoft Graph API. So our admin account was it is gone. It's here. So guys, just do not get confused with the tenant. This is the other tenant, and the testing that we are doing with my own device. That's the other tenant. Okay, we have to give the consent, accepting. Yes. So it is registering the device with the tenant so that whatever changes that we will be doing through PowerShell regarding creation of the user for the bulk user creation also. So we will be able to do from here. Okay, it's done. You can use the no welcome parameter to suppress this message. Sign in the web account manager to enable the default, and Windows system cannot be disabled. Any settings otherwise will be ignored. Okay. Now it's telling that back in the PowerShell 7 Windows, type the following code to create a new profile object and then press enter. Replace password with a complex password of your choice. But we won't be doing it. We'll keeping the same password for everyone. So let's type in the command. So this is the command to create a new profile. So this is the password setup for every user that we are going to create it. Next, it's saying that create a new user and then press enter. Ensure this is the tenant domain matches your assigned tenant name. You guys can see the command and I will explain you the commands that what we use it. So new MG user means that Microsoft Graph API. New MG user, we are creating display name. We are going to keep this. Give name. Give name means the first name and surname is this. Mail nickname that we are going to give. Mail nickname means it will be a nickname just before the domain, before at the rate. Users location, which is very important to give US. User principal name and then password profile, which we have already configured it here. We will give that account enabled, department and job title we have defined it. Entering, we are creating Godinage. Now we will validate it in Azure that whether that particular user is created or not. Let me know guys if there is any confusion because two things I'm doing at the same time. See, the user is created when we did it through PowerShell. If yeah, someone has muted.
I have a question. So the users we created using the PowerShell, right? This user,
Uh-huh.
and this is under different tenant, or is it the?
No, no, it's a different tenant. It's a different tenant that we are
Yeah. Yes.
creating it.
So all the users will be if there are two tenants in this Entra ID,
No, no,
we
no.
need.
It
Uh,
cannot be two tenants in same intra ID.
oh, okay. Because I create only one
Yeah,
organization
yeah, yeah.
ID,
Only
and
one
for
tenant. So
different organization ID, you have to create different Entra username password.
yeah, yeah, different username password. But as of now, means if we are creating the users in the bulk, usually you would have also faced it if you are getting a new device from the organization. So they will tell you the password which is same for everyone. IDs only differentiate. So in the first login, what you will get the option to change your password.
Okay, yeah, correct, correct.
So that usually happens. So once they do the user creation part, so they do it through PowerShell in the bulk mode. They did the user creation, they got the user IDs, and password is going to be same for everyone. So what they will do, they will provide you user ID, and they'll tell that when you will do the first login, you will be asked to change your password. So like that, all the organizations do work.
Oh yes, thank you, Bipin.
Okay, so it's created.
So this login has only one tenant ID. If
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go,
Only one tenant ID means I have two labs, so that is why this is
oh, okay, you're
yeah.
switching. Okay,
I am switching means I was showing you guys the registration type with the another tenant account, and
okay.
then this user creation with the another tenant account, because we have the facilities here available, which the license that I have bought, so that is why.
So we connect through Microsoft Graph module.
Yeah,
We have to
Microsoft
install
Graph
that and
module.
through that.
Yeah, we do connect with the Microsoft Graph module, and then we authenticate with the tenant administration. That means now the Graph API or the PowerShell is having the access to make the modification to my tenant. You would have seen that consent page came. I gave the consent. So that
Yeah.
trust between the tenant and the Microsoft Graph API was developed. Then I executed the command of creation of the new user, and it got created.
So at the same time, we can create 10 users also, right?
Yeah, yeah,
If
same time we can create 10 users, but these details we have to put in, and then it's done.
oh, it's unique. Okay, these are unique details. Yeah.
Yeah,
So 10 times you have to run the new register command.
yeah, yeah,
New hyphen mg user.
yeah. Okay, meanwhile, we will see that what is the status of the registration. This device is connected to MSFTC. We have joined the device now, and now we will be able to see that manage button. So when you are ready to use this account, select the start button, select your current account picture, and then select switch. So all the setup that we do, when we call it as a zero touch deployment, I would have used this particular term so many times, zero touch deployment. So the device is set up from means the administrator have not to just touch the device. So it's the same thing that we are doing it at the moment. So we are understanding that how touch deployment works usually. It's connected now. So do you see any difference with the previous thing that I do the registration, and this is the second thing that I did for the joining of the account with the intra ID.
I think the first time when you did it by providing the username and credentials, right? You
You
didn't provide the full qualifying at the rate domain
No,
ID.
no, no, no. In the both the cases I did that, but you will
Okay.
see that in the first case it was just showing that connected to that particular account, but it wasn't showing that connected to intra ID MSFT's intra ID,
Okay.
and this icon was also not visible. This organization icon won't be visible if you will do the registration, but you will once you will join the device, it will be visible. Now we will see that whether the device is showing under that user or not. So Alex Wilbur was the user, the device is not showing, and you can see the joint type. It is Microsoft intra joined, not Microsoft intra registered.
Yeah, it was registered. Now it
Okay,
is joined.
so this is the second join type, and now magic we will be seeing that we will be getting the manage button. Okay, it's not it's still visible. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. We it is going to take some time to sync. We will do the sync. Okay, Okay, let it be sync, then we can see that. And meanwhile, we will proceed here.
We can manually sync as well, or it has to happen automatically.
No, if it is going to for the first time, let it happen it automatically. Means
Okay.
yeah, if there is some issue or we are troubleshooting it, then only we do it forcefully.
Okay.
Okay, so we can see the all users details here also in the PowerShell using get mg user command. And now comes assigning administrative roles in Entra ID. Okay,
You
so
share these details of commands which we run
commands
to
you
everyone.
okay,
Yeah.
commands you need it. Okay, I can share that
Maybe
as
you can share it later, like instead of in the chat, like a Word document,
yeah,
so that.
I can prepare. Yeah, will be preparing the notes also share.
Okay.
And now coming to the second exercise, that is assigning administrative roles that we were learning yesterday, but it wasn't working for that tenant. We are on SB1. Okay, will be going to roles and admin in intune.microsoft.com. Okay, so tenant administration, roles, we have to search for the global administrator. It's not there. Okay, verifying a tenant. Okay, let's proceed with the user administrator. It's also not there. Let's create it then. Given role, global administrator. Mhm, mhm. Okay. I think roles are not syncing custom roles. So there are some built-in roles already that we have to use it, but here there is some issue. Okay. Read only operator, endpoint security manager, application manager, help desk operator, school administrator.
Well, Vipin, I think you should be in Entra in the document as it says. This is an Intune, maybe because of that.
No, but there is no much difference in it.
Yeah, I think that's the roles and then the Entra.
It might be there. Global administrator. So now it comes a big question that why we are able to see global administrator in intra portal but not in Intune. Can anyone tell?
Because this is a branch, Intune is a branch, and Entra is the primary.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Great, 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 great. So now I'm confident that you guys are understanding the topic, but I wasn't sure that I should be looking in Azure or in Intune. It's good that you have just heard my words yesterday. I was telling. So it's the uh, root intra ID is the root from where the things, whatever the changes that we do make that reflect in Intune. From Intune, we can only assign the Intune RBAC rules, not the admin rules. Admin rules means the users won't be able to manage the user or they won't be able to be the global administrator. Usually in the organization, we do not assign the global administrator role, but here we are doing for the testing purpose. So it's asking to assign the global administrator role for Alan De Jong. There is a user. I'll be selecting it, then assignment. Okay, wait. Java. It's not- Okay, global administrator is open now. We will be adding the assignment. Groups are already there. We have to just select the member. We will select Alan. So, for you guys, the platform seems to be user friendly or not? Is it complicated? Means just a feedback.
No, it's very user friendly.
Yeah, means all the options you can read and then you can make the changes accordingly. So that is why this is really useful and user friendly. And this is also a big reason that organizations are adopting it. If you will talk about the SCCM platform, there are n number of options available, but we means the person who is going for once to that platform might get confused with the options in SCCM.
I have a question like in when we register to Intune
Mm-hmm.
a device, example a desktop or a laptop, uh, from Intune we can just enter the device's IP address or uh, how do we configure? We have to go to the device personally and then register each and every device, or we can pull the data from a global
Means
perspective.
regarding reports, you are talking about Rajagopal or what?
No, if in a company we have like 50 computers,
Uh-huh.
new desktops, okay. I know
Okay.
you already said that the zero touch,
Huh.
where when you give the order, a company gives an order for desktops or
Mm-hmm.
laptops,
Mm-hmm.
they use the tenant, they get the tenant ID and they register that in the laptop. so that when you switch on the laptop, it automatically uh, goes and
Fetches.
connects to the tenant.
So,
Correct?
so once we do the order with the vendor that we need
Okay.
50 devices or 100 devices, what we do, we usually provide our organization details that this is my tenant ID, Intune tenant ID from where we do manage the devices. Once you will give them the tenant ID, they set up those devices accordingly. So as soon as the user will open the device, they will see your organization icon image, whatever you have set up in ESP page. What is ESP page? Enrollment status page, where you can
What is SP? Road?
ESP
Oh,
ESP,
ESP. Okay.
yeah,
Enrollment.
status page,
Okay.
enrollment status page. What it usually shows, I will just show you that how it looks like. We call it autopilot. It looks like this.
Okay.
You can put in the image of your organization, and you can add more details. It is done from Intune only. We will be covering up when we will be moving ahead in the autopilot section. So that's being configured. So once the user will just open the device. We call it out of box experience also. Open the device is set up, means everything is done. The user has to push the credential, authenticate it. The application policies will start downloading as soon as connected with the network, and things will happen. No need,
Yes.
no means there is no intervention done from the IT engineer who is
Yeah.
sitting at another location.
True. What you said is 100% correct. But if I'm going to start a company, I'm a startup, I buy only 5 laptops. In
Mhm.
that case, the vendor does not register the tenant. In that case, I have to manually
Yeah, you
log
have
into the.
you can do manually also. So there is one more method that you can do. You can you can just bring all the details in one of the pen drive, USB drive. You can put in that USB drive, complete the setup for each and every devices one by one. So a
Oh,
small,
okay.
yeah, small organizations, usually in it happens in the school organizations. I have seen schools, if they have bought 50 or 100 laptops or devices for computer lab. So how they do the setup? They do in this method only. They use the USB thing. They do the setup like that.
Oh, USB has any application on it?
Yeah. I have been helping with the three schools in the Shivnanda Foundation. So I helped them with the setup with the USB. There were about 20 or 25 new devices came from ASR for the exams. So we did in that way. We prepared the USB with the enrollment status page, and then we just put in the USB details. It's done in 15 to 20 minutes maximum.
Oh, so the ESP you it's like a small application. You put it on the pen drive, and then when you connect that pen drive to the device,
Okay,
and then you install.
let me show you in tune that how.
But if not, then manually means like what you did now. You go to the school and work zone. That is the only option, right? Go to the
The,
account.
one more option is there. You can fetch out the hardware ID from the device.
Mac ID.
No, that is hardware ID. We call it
Okay.
CSV file. It is in the CSV format for the Windows.
Okay.
So we fetch it out through PowerShell. So
Okay.
there is a particular command, get
Okay.
autopilot hash ID. There is a command.
Okay.
So that hash ID will be created in the hardware itself at the defined location. You can get
Okay.
that hardware ID and upload it in the Intune. So
Okay.
so there is a option called as device onboarding enrollment page. See how many modes of enrollment are available here. For Windows,
Oh.
automatic enrollment, configure Windows device to enroll when they join or register with Azure Active Directory. So I did the same thing in the settings, going to the settings and connecting the device in the registration form and in the joining form. So this is called automatic enrollment. Automatic enrollment that we have done. Automatic enrollment, we do the setup MDM URL MDM discovery URL. So these are the discovery URLs for your organizations. We set up it accordingly, and then we save it. And once it is going to sync with your Azure Intra ID portal and with Intune. So whatever the user is created in the Azure, that user will be having this MDM discovery URL in the user ID itself, it compliance URL and the MDM URL, so that they are able to register the device. They are able to
Okay.
register the device with their credentials. So there is a particular license also, Intune license. So this also syncs from the intra ID only. If the particular license is assigned to the user, then only the user will be able to join the device with your
Okay.
organization.
In,
Vipin, I have one question here, where it is selected none, some, and all. So, what is the difference in these three?
So it is information, Windows information protection. So it is been mainly done by the uh, Windows security. There is application Windows security in the devices. So if we are selecting as none, so WIP terms of the URL we put in. If we are using Symantec, or we are using Sentinel one or some other antivirus method, so we put that discovery URL here. And there is another enrollment method. This is the co-management. Co-management means the device can be managed from SCCM, from Intune, from two platforms. So usually we do the registration from here. Enrollment status page, we set up the enrollment status page for the autopilot from here. So this is the devices. Here we import the hash IDs of the device. Means the hash ID, which CSV file which will be created, we can import it here. And first of all we have to set up the autopilot. We-
okay.
yeah, in the autopilot we will set up the groups. We will assign that what is the profile, and licenses are going to be posted, and what is the configuration setting. Configuration setting means policies usually are going to be applied on the device. Then we set up the enrollment status page. In the enrollment status page we create it. You can see the options as of now, but we will be doing this as well. Basic, we give the name like anything. Okay, settings. In the settings, show profile configuration progress. As you see in that screen, was this one only? You can see this screen show details. So you can enable it from here. Profile configuration progress status, you can see that how many profile configuration has been posted and how many are pending. And then coming to the assignment, so there is a group that we will be creating a group tag. So that assignment we will be doing here. Then scope tags assigning, then closing it. So it's a very interesting thing. And means you
This
guys,
is the autopilot enrollment.
yeah, this is the autopilot setup, autopilot enrollment that we do.
Oh, this is for large organizations. We do the autopilot, Windows autopilot.
Yeah.
And for single devices, what we did was the what kind of enrollment we did devices.
For
Yeah, for our laptops, what kind of enrollment we do.
for our laptop, usually all the organization, if you will talk about, they are following this method, Windows autopilot. And
For
as
individual,
for individual registration, the the method that I told you, going to the work or school account and then connecting from here, and then doing the registration.
so that we go to the home button and we go to the accounts, access, work
Yeah,
or
yeah,
school.
work or school account. So the device is connected and it can be managed from the
So
platform.
that from comes under which policies like automatic enrollment or a name on the top.
It comes under automatic enrollment. You
Okay.
read configure Windows device to enroll when they join or registered
Okay,
with
based
Azure
on
Active Directory. Azure Active Directory means we put in the credential and login. That is Azure Active Directory.
what is the CNAME validation? It's a test company domain registration for Windows enrollment.
That is a
Home and
test company domain registration for Windows enrollment. That is usually not important for us. Uh,
okay.
yeah. And then co-management setting device platform restrictions that we put in that this particular version should be there. Windows version, if that device is fulfilling that particular version requirement, then only the enrollment will happen. Means the devices below Windows 10 cannot register to your organization. So we do set up
Okay.
those type of restrictions from here. Device limit restriction also be set up. It means particular user cannot register more than 5 device, more than 10 device, like that.
Okay, device limit restriction.
And enrollment notification also we do set up. So that is why it's a really good platform to do all those things. Means once the device is registered, the user will receive an email that your device is registered, you can use company resources, or means to for an example, the welcome onboarding email that we can send through enrollment notification thing. Then Windows Hello for Business means Windows Hello for Business is mainly logging to the device with your face authentication, fingerprint, and PIN. So
Okay.
yeah, and backup and restore points with the OneDrive connection that we can do from here. So these things, although we are going to cover it with the coming topic, but yeah, just an heads up. So we were doing the assignment of the RBAC that we did it for the global administrator, and accordingly we will do for other users also. Global administrator for Alan Diong we did, and Edmund Reed we will do the user administrator, and help desk administrator for Miranda Schneider. Once it is complete, then we will be proceeding with the creating and managing groups and validating license assignment. That's the another topic that we will be covering tomorrow. So I hope today's session was very good and interactive. So first 2 days were boring because it was just basic talking about the platform, and now we are diving into the real world.
The
Yeah.
account you have shared to us, we still don't have create user functionality.
Yeah, on that, Sudarshan, I have assigned the RBAC rule from Intune portal, not from the Intra ID. I'll be doing it from Intra ID. As Rajagopal has also mentioned that thing that when we are assigning any of the global administrator rule, so what we have to do, we have to do it from the root, not from the branch. So you guys just will have the access to Intune, means read access only, not any access that you can modify the settings or anything in Intune.
You're going to give us the permission today.
Yeah, I'll give the permission to those accounts.
Okay, thank you. Then we can create users in the Intune.
Yeah, we can create the users, we can modify the users, and in our test environment, we can log in as admin with our admin credentials, and through PowerShell also we can connect our tenant, means whatever the tenant you guys have, you can just connect with the tenant and create the new user IDs also via PowerShell that I have.
For tenant, we need domain ID. Do you have any
Domain
domain
IDs,
or
domain IDs, already have shared with you guys that we have
that's it?
MSFT domain that we have it at the moment. So in the lab setup devices, the by default domain will be Costno or something will be there. We have to remove that, and then we have to configure our own tenant there. And
Oh,
from PowerShell MG graph, we will connect with our tenant, and then creation of the user, we will proceed with it.
you have any like document where we can follow the steps to create user the tenant and everything?
Yeah, we have that document. I will share it. It is
Okay.
here. So as you guys can see my screen now.
Yeah.
So creating Azure AD admin user, it is here. In that lab document, once you have downloaded the lab environment, there were two options available. One for downloading the lab, one for downloading the lab guide.
Correct. That
So
had like 165 pages. You are right.
yeah. So means all the steps that we have to follow to learn the things, it is here. And the same thing which I am doing here, it is the same thing only.
Oh, okay. So the lab guide has a big file. So
Yeah.
that is the document which you are
Yeah,
referring and doing it.
as an example means I'm telling the topics and explaining the things so that you guys can follow these documents and do the same thing, but on some other tenant.
Okay. So we can create. We already have on Microsoft domain ID already.
Yeah, on
That is correct.
Microsoft domain ID, uh, MSFT domain accounts that I have provided, or else you guys can also take the 30 days if you want to do trial basis from your end. Then we already have the piracy that certificate, so there is no need that we have to bother about. So you can just get the subscription for 30 days and then do the trial with your own tenant. The same thing which I am telling here. The same things can be done by your end.
Oh, just I need to register. Like how
But
you are trying. Oh, provide license subscription or sign up for a trial subscription for the following cloud
yeah,
services.
once you will read that document, you will get to know that you will get the E3 license for 30 days and for trial basis, and you will get your own company domain. Means like that you will learn that how if you are going to set up a new company means you are going to a new company and that company is going to adopt the Intune methodology or Azure methodology, then how we will be buying the licenses, what are the licenses required, and actually at what environment that we have to set up those accounts. So that is why it is from very basic from starting that what we do it.
Okay.
Setting up the Azure Microsoft 365, we will set up the Azure Microsoft 365, that is root. Means we will plant a tree first. So taking the subscription and doing all those things is planting the tree. First of all, we buy the ground, then we do plant the tree, then root is developed, then branch is developed, then leaves comes and everything happens. So
Correct.
first of all, we have to buy the land, means we have to buy the subscription. Then we will plant the tree, we will set up the Azure and Microsoft 365. Then we will set up, we will create the users and all that is that we are doing in the root level only. Then we will be going to Intune managing the devices and all we will be doing in the branch level then. So we can
Oh, good.
follow this document. Although I am giving the example from here from this.
E3 is refers to three endpoint and three things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What are the things?
So Office 365 E5 Enterprise Mobility Security E5. Office 365 E5 means that you have the access to the Office application in the platform. Enterprise Mobility plus Security E5 allows you to manage the security of the devices, and Enterprise means the devices can be enrolled and managed by the Intune platform and Azure AD.
Okay.
So enterprise mobility license is also required to manage a particular user or the device registered users in the platform. So we will be
Oh,
talking about the licenses tomorrow mainly, but just an overview of it.
sure.
So we will be proceeding with the third
Where can we
exercise.
see that document? Where can we get the document?
Yeah, excuse me, who was speaking? Could you please repeat?
Vipin, where can we get this document that steps to create the users? Where can we get this?
Okay, I will share in the WhatsApp the post the call, or there is the thing that where we can go and we can get those document. We'll share with just a while.
It was in the lab guide as well.
Yeah,
Lab.
lab guide
Yeah.
that we have it. We can follow. There is a development link there, and we can go to that particular link and then download that lab. Lab is about 19 to 20 GB, and there we will get the guide as well. But I'll be sharing in WhatsApp also. You can read and understand. If there is any doubt for any point or any topic, you can just text me over WhatsApp or you can call me to discuss the same. So guys, that is all for today. We will be proceeding with third exercise tomorrow. And two exercise that we have completed, you guys can do via lab. Those who have set up the lab, those who haven't set up the lab, please download the lab and lab guide. And accordingly, those two steps you can proceed.
What are the two steps? One is creation of user.
Yeah, one is the creation of the user, another is the creation of the user from the Azure AD, from PowerShell.
Okay.
And then
Enrollment we will do tomorrow, or enrollment also you can do.
uh, excuse me, Rajagopal, what you said, couldn't get it properly.
Yeah, no, creation of user, you said from the Entra or Intune, and then creating the user from the PowerShell, and also we can enroll the device, like our laptop, to the Intune.
Yeah, we can enroll it. You can test the enrolling from going to add our work or school account and do the enrollment.
That you go to the, okay,
So enrollment thing, we are going to come on that also in coming days. There is a topic of enrollment. I'll be explaining it again that what are the type of device enrollments and how we enroll the devices. Even we will be doing the live testing also. We will be enrolling our virtual PCs in Intune.
so for now, you just want us to create the user from PowerShell and
Yeah,
fire the.
we will move step by step. Means
So
we
these are the two labs, right? You want to test, create user on the Intune, and after you give the permission, and then create it using Training.
yeah. If
So
anyone wants
we,
to, yeah, if anyone wants to do in the lab, they can do it. Although I have shown you the steps, it is very easy. As I told that the platform is very user friendly. So you, if anyone wants to really do it, then they can do it via lab. I can help in setting up the lab.
yeah, when you're free today, tonight, like when what, like after 7, if you're free, I can
Yeah,
call
after
you.
7, I might be free today because if you will talk about the organization's requirement also, let me stop the recording and then talk